after that arrest. And we are joined on the morning brief right now by Mr. Abure, who is the National Publicity Secretary of the Labour Party. Joins us virtually on the show this morning. Good morning, Mr. Ifo. Thank you for joining us on the morning brief. Let me just start by asking, where is Mr. Abure as we speak right now? Is he still in police custody? Has there been any sort of resolution as to his arrest?
Good morning, my colleagues in the studio. Good morning to Nigerians. To answer your question straight away, Julius Abure is in his hotel room here in Benin City. It is true that he was arrested, brutalized yesterday by a combined team of police and DSS. But he was released also last night along with the other 4 members of our parties that were arrested with him. That is the situation as we speak.
Now, the allegations leveled against him are quite weighty, and I'm sure you've heard the police speak to those allegations of attempted murder, conspiracy, grievous harm, and other related offenses. Is this related to what we saw play out earlier, the attacks on some Labour Party members who were in Edo State? Because these are very weighty allegations leveled against Mr. Abure, and this is not the first time we've seen allegations of perjury, forgery as well leveled against him.
Now, there's this saying that whoever alleges will need to prove. The allegation that Julius Abure was in any way involved in manhandling of the former national youth leader has to be proved, because Julius Abure was not in anywhere near the scene, was not anywhere near the whatever thing that happened. Mr. Anselm was a victim of his own past. He was carrying out a program that he ought not to, and knowing that Edo State is a state of Labour Party, controlled by Labour Party, by the obedient, so he went to a terrain, and people out there he may have come in contact with one way or the other, pounced on him. And that initially they were pointing at one of the party aspirants, later they said is the national chairman. They were just fishing in the wrong waters. So Abure has nothing whatsoever to do with the fate that fell on the young man, and that is just the truth. And however, as you can see, I've rightly said, there have been a lot of issues coming up, from one problem to the other, one allegation to the other. And there have been several investigations. None, not even one, has Abure been found guilty. So you don't call him, you don't, put a guilty stamp on someone that you have not been able to prove, beyond every reasonable doubt. So Abure has not committed any offense. This is what is playing out is purely politics. Politics, like I did say the other day, Labour Party is in the worst state of siege. I don't know what is in Labour Party that everybody wants it dead. What you are seeing now is resonating because of what is coming up in a few days' time. I'm sure you are aware that Labour Party just had this delegate election 2 days ago, very successful, and tomorrow, being Friday, we are going to do our party primaries to elect our candidate for the November election. And all these things are being orchestrated to make sure that Abure didn't participate, or the Labour Party failed to produce a candidate in Edo State. And to God be the glory, we are trying to weather these storms. We are going ahead. Everything is perfected. Everything is with or without Abure. We are going ahead with our primaries tomorrow, and the best candidate will emerge from Labour Party, a candidate that we think that should salvage that state. So all this you are saying is orchestrated, trying to make sure that Labour Party does not fail a candidate that will succeed.
Well, Mr. Ifo, you say that Mr. Abure has no hand in the manhandling of Mr. Anselm, but you haven't quite fully answered Kadi's question about whether or not this round of arrest and allegations leveled against the chairman of the party, though disputed, you haven't answered it about whether they are related with past allegations of perjury and forgery for which he was investigated and there was a court action. Are they related in any way, Mr. Ifo?
No, I've just told you there are series and sequences of actions against Mr. Abure, against Labour Party. They come in torrents. If you are in Nigeria, you find out that it's 1 week, one trouble. They are all orchestrated. What Mr. Anselm is saying is quite different. He's on a plane. He's working on an agenda to make sure that Labour Party is put under. So Abure is the national chairman, is the primus inter pares in the party. So everybody believes that the moment you attack the national chairman, you have, subdued the party. So that is why there have been torrents of attack on Abure. But we know, because we've investigated on our own, we have every reason to believe that these things are being orchestrated to make sure that Labour Party does not have strength ahead of 2027. Immediately after the Supreme Court judgment on 2023, we came out boldly to say that we have facts, that a lot of people are coming up to vilify our leaders, to incarcerate our leaders, to make sure that they lose steam ahead of future elections. And these are part of it. I can tell you in the days to come, there will be more and more attacks on Labour Party and the person of Abure. But we are not subdued.
So, Mr. Ifo, if that is the case, if he is constantly in the eye of the storm, doesn't it speak to the fact that there's a moral burden on his leadership as chairman of the party, and as a result, perhaps he should step aside such that, all of this is cleared?
Well, if I get you right, Julius Abure has not even started his tenure. Let me explain. Julius Abure is only trying to complete a tenure of the late former national chairman, and he is going to stand on his own capacity as a candidate when our convention comes up very, very soon. So there is no need of asking a man who you have not found guilty of any offense to step aside. He's not stepping aside, he's moving on, and within the party, he has done very well. 2 days ago, all the state chairmen converged on Abuja to give him a vote of confidence.
Right.
Within the leadership of the party, we know that he has done very well and is doing very well. And we are standing by him, and that is why even in this period of trial, we can see that all of us are standing by him. Nobody has spoken against his leadership, and that tells you of his capacity, his leadership style, his strength of leadership, his strength of character. It takes a man with will, a man with God to withstand all these attacks, and he's still standing. I can tell you that in the ranks and files of Labour Party, we think that Julius Abure has done well, and that is why we are standing by him. So for anyone to ask him to step aside, that is a no, 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 no.
Well, Mr. Ifo,
it is fixed.
Very interesting times, but just by way of yes or no, the police talked about illegal possession of firearms. Can you confirm that? Okay. So we're going to get Mr. Ifo back to respond to some of the questions, of course, that we have on this situation as we progress. But it's important to set the record straight because the Labour Party has enjoyed a lot of support, really, across board from a lot of Nigerians, both old and young. And this is a bit befuddling, really, the recent development that we've had. So, Mr. Ifo, my question to you was about the illegal possession of firearms. Can you confirm that?
He had no firearms. He has no reason to carry firearms. He had security around him, 7, including the DSS and police, all carrying arms. Why would he also go ahead and carry arms? It was part of...
Okay, Mr. Ifo, just as we wind down now, just so we don't lose you again, it looks like Mr. Abure is losing support, particularly from the obedience. In fact, a lot of people thought Mr. Peter Obi would say something about this, but we didn't hear, and that's quite unusual because Mr. Abure is the leader of the party. The police now describing him as factional leader, but particularly about the support from obedience. Have you seen that? Are you aware that the obedience are now saying, well, we're not supporting Julius Abure anymore?
I am sure you heard from a little fraction of the obedience. A little fraction. Most obedience are in support of Abure. And let me, thank God you used the word of what police said, that Labour Party has become, Abure is a fractional or factional chairman. Now, there is no court that has said that Abure is not the authentic chairman. Why would police arrogate themselves the power to call an authentic national chairman a factional chairman? It tells you there is something fishy. It tells you that is a script written. Police has no right. In the eyes of the law, Abure is not there is only one national chairman of Labour Party, which is Barrister Julius Abure. For police to call him a factional chairman it's something I don't even want to use any word. But as in the support base of Labour Party and obedience, Abure still occupies the very height of support within the rank. Of course, there is no way you expect everyone to give you support, even if you are whatever thing you are doing right. Some people must dissent. But let me let you know that in the party politics, in Labour Party politics, Abure still commands the highest respect from the members and obedient family. And this will be proved very, very soon. I'm sure you are aware that our national leader has said that he's going to bring up an external audit to vet the account, the audit the account of the party. When the result comes out, I am sure you will be among the persons that begin to sing Hosanna for this party, because everything that you are seeing is clear. All those people that are alleging have no proof.
Well, Mr. Ifo, I only sing Hosanna to God and not to political parties, just to put that on record, Babukala.
Well, Mr. Ifo, the litmus test for the legitimacy of his leadership perhaps would be, during the forthcoming governorship election in Edo State, and we know that your primaries are around the corner. I believe you can confirm that. But again, I'll follow up on Kayode's question. Where is Mr. Peter Obi, where is he in all of this? Is he in support of the leadership of Mr. Julius Abure?
Mr. Peter Obi is 100% in support of the leadership of Mr. Julius Abure.
But why hasn't he spoken then?
Only last night he spoke with the party leaders, asking us to be strong in this era of trial. You understand? At the right time, he will come out openly and speak. But remember that a few days ago, about 3 days ago, he actually spoke about the crisis in the Labour Party.
Okay.
And in the primaries that we are doing, has urged all of us to come out en masse and make sure that the Labour Party does the right thing by bringing out the best
Mr. Ifo,
and elected candidates.
Pardon me, so we have to wind down now, but just to confirm, you say Mr. Abure is in his hotel. Is he going back to the police to maybe appear for interrogation or what have you? Just confirm that to us quickly.
No, he's on bail. Certainly, he will, whenever he's needed, he will make himself available. And he has done that already, even in Abuja, where he stays. He has regularly visited the police whenever he's asked to come. He's a lawyer, he knows his right. And he knows whatever thing that is committed is bailable and nobody can keep him beyond regulated time.
All right. Mr. Abure, for confirming to us now that Mr. Julius Abure is now in his hotel room. He's been released on bail.
Julius Abure is has been bailed in his hotel room. I am with him.
All right.
He's not very far away.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Abure, for that update. Of course, we'll be following and touching base with you from time to time for updates. We'll be speaking with Mr. Abure, National Publicity Secretary of the Labour Party, on that trending arrest of Labour Party chairman. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Ifo.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We'll go to break now, and when we return, we'll turn our attention to another burning issue. This one is of national importance, concerns you and I, the fuel situation. What exactly is going on? Well, that's in a moment. Stay with us.